Episode 4, Stomp Your Hooves in the Wait. Yeah, that was the last, or one of the last rhymes that were said in that one chasing game. Also, don't ask me how, it's embarrassing. I managed to do a little cut in my upper lip. And now it's a little bit numb and it's bleeding mildly. I hope that's not going to awake the beasts into their true form and that they'll start chasing me again. But I'm not too scared of them. I'm more wary of the fox girl. She's luring me into something. I don't know what. But I can't be too skeptical. I have no grounds.
Я сама не поверила, но Лилия Павловна на работу не вышла.
But there's just something about giving me all the candy and they give them candy. It's as if that has like a numbing agent or something in it, like some sort of drug. There must be something like this in that. Well, okay, let's see. Let's see where this takes us. Polina. I couldn't believe it at first, but Lilia Pavlovna didn't come to work today.
Контрольная отменяется.
The test is off. I remembered Katya. She was both beautiful and mean. I only remember the name Mean, to be honest, but maybe that's how I see. I see the personality. It's all I see. That's also the mystery behind the Fox Girl as well, because I see the personality that was so overly playful, and that I sort of adjusted to it. And it's like, I don't know, there's something very lively about it. I wonder if we get to see her face at one point, although she did say, or threaten, that they're not human. But maybe that's just them being shy. Or... oh, I don't know. There's just something dubious about her. It's as if she's cooperating with... in some ways, it's as if the Fox Girl is cooperating with whatever adult is pulling the strings. Oh, I need to take a peek into her brain. I need to see what she knows. She knows a lot. I just know it. But that's enough digressing for now. For now. Katya, the first girl in our class whose body started maturing, to the envy of all the other female students. The main source of gossip is Snake and a bitch. My lips started hurting a little bit now. Should try not to smile too much, lest I'll leave a dripping blood trail to lure all the beasts. I continued scribbling in my notebook, drawing rows of pines and two small figures, flying between the treetops and the full moon. Shivers ran up to my shoulders, sneaking playfully under the hem of my shirt. Even though soaring through the sky felt so simple, there was still something evil weighing me down. There was something in the music that... It felt like a more powerful music than what we heard as she accompanied us to school earlier. There was a more powerful version, but there was something in the music that felt mysterious, enchanting. A tiny bit maliciously enchanting, perhaps. There's something in the music. Sometimes the music will tell you what you need to know, even though it's very mysterious in itself. So, there we are, flying through the sky somehow. And the others just watching us. I wonder why they didn't come with us. And she also said that she was the one... I was the one she was waiting for. She was so happy to see that the bunny was found there. I am the one she was waiting for. The others didn't say anything about that. The owl did a quick demonstration of jumping, but other than that, she seemed so lifeless. Like lackeys in a way. Yeah. The culprit was definitely still in the village. They were hiding something horrible under a mask of a peoness.
А что ты рисуешь?
What are you drawing? Oh. Secret. Embarrassed, I covered the notebook, as if there was something shameful about the figures about the forest.
Да ничего, так, дурака валяю.
Nothing really, just fooling around. Something tells me she's gonna steal this and peek into it anyway at one point. Paulina put her elbows on the desk. I had already forgotten how light and graceful she was. Just like a violin. The anger and rage that boiled inside me yesterday, during our phone call, subsided, hid in a hole. I just couldn't stay mad at Paulina. I wouldn't be mad at her, but she did have a very weird, like, off-putting way of leading the conversation. It's like, oh, this annoying guy is out there, want me to date him. Oh, maybe I should date him. Oh, maybe you should come and help. Or, that's not what she said, but it sounded like she wanted to tease us to come. But I don't know, it was just weird. I wish she could also jump around with us after stripping away her mask of fake mundanity. Yeah, mask in a way that it felt like she revealed two different personalities in that phone call. Like, one of the personalities almost sounded like Katya in a weird way. I smiled, imagining Paulina's skirt flapping in the wind, the stars sparkling all around us, her asking in bewilderment whether it is all a dream. And myself telling her that it doesn't matter. Paulina's expression grew dark again.
Ужасно еще и то, что Катю мне жалеть сложно.
It's also tragic that I find it difficult to emphasize with her.
Я правда ищу в себе сострадание, но вспоминаю ее поступки и...
I tried so hard, but then I remembered all her nasty deeds and... Paulina shook her head.
Я чудовище, да?
I'm a monster, aren't I? That's in a way what I felt when I was talking to Olia, our sister, earlier, the day before. And our sister had to sort of yell some sense into us. It's like, the big boy deserves it. And then we realized eventually that this is not us. We're sort of becoming a monster. Becoming a beast. No, I thought. You're one of the most beautiful girls I've ever met. But alas, you're only number 2 on that list. Okay, ow. I lured the fox closer, I'm bleeding. I smiled too much there. He has made a choice. So I thought he was more into the violin girl. I decided not to say that out loud. I mean, he had a jolly fun night out there. Not a worry in the world. But I didn't think he was thinking like that about the whole situation, but fair enough.
Плохо, наверное, что исчезновение анкеты расстроило меня больше, чем пропажа одноклассницы.
I mean, I guess it makes sense by the way the phone conversation went. How she basically, I don't know, talked about going with the other dude, who was bothersome, and then talked about going with him after all. That's such a weird way. Probably trying to pique some jealousy. And she probably by now realized that failed. But still, it's not the way to go. It's not okay that I felt worse when I lost my questionnaire than when she went missing. My nostrils picked up the scent of candy, tree resin, and fireworks. You have to be kidding me. Okay. Candy, I don't know what resin is, but something about the tree. We were out by the trees. Candy. Alisa had candy in her pockets all the time, so it makes sense that would linger. Fireworks. I remember the first time we met the fox girl, Alisa. She smelled of fireworks as well. You know, game, fuck you for making me think this is Fox Girl all the time. Jesus Christ. I can't believe I'm following this line of thought throat. This line of thoughts. You're making me fail my English. I can't believe you're making me follow this line of thought again. It's
Ты
nonsense.
потеряла анкету?
You lost your questionnaire? Didn't we take it?
Да, и кто-то сейчас читает чужие секреты.
Yeah, somebody out there is reading other people's secrets now. Yeah, but we took it. Yes, the forest, I thought, imagining the crooked branches turning notebook pages, touching the childish handwriting with their icy twigs.
Надеюсь, ее найдут.
I hope the search goes well. So I guess your notebook is among the missing kids. I was unsure whether she spoke about Katya or her notebook. Katya at this point, probably. No one's going to actively search for a notebook, I bet. And also, this is the music that always comes with the Fox Girl. Maybe it plays more often in the game and all, but I instinctively remember this sweet yet mysterious track during my entire interaction with Fox Girl, and as she accompanied us to the school. It just kept playing, and so that track melted together with the Fox Girl. So that doesn't help that it's giving me like Fox Girl vibes here, but... And she did say she went to school. I don't think she messed around about that. But alright, again, put this aside. We have to continue the story. We have to continue the story. I wanted to ask her about it, but then I noticed Polina's intense stare directed at me.
Что?
What is it?
Ты будто изменился.
You've changed. I smoothed my hair flat, surprised.
Просто не выспался.
I just didn't sleep well tonight. Had a lot of fun though.
Сегодня ты точно какая-то другая мелодия. Очень древняя, таинственная.
You're a different melody today. Some mysterious ancient tune. Like a flute from the night. It was not a dream. I thought about the flute's melody, streaming between the bushy treetops.
Надеюсь, ты никому не рассказал про наш вчерашний разговор?
I hope you haven't told anyone about our chat yesterday. No, the chat told itself. Or at the very least, Katya noticed. But I think you did too. I don't think you would have called me like that and talked about that I should learn how to confront people and so. Like that was just eerily after the last confrontation I had. You must have observed it. Well, you might not know what they confronted me about, that it was about you, but still.
Что ты?
Of course I didn't. She nodded, as if acknowledging that she can fully trust me. I was unsure whether I merited such trust. Her hair cascaded down around her shoulders. The smell was so wonderful that it sent me flying toward the glowing stars of my inner cosmos without magic. We're back to number 1 again, aren't we? If it's not the same one. Okay, shoo, I need to get that out of my head. It's not the same one, it's a different girl. Biasha jumped at me like that, Jack in the Box toy, and yelled in my ear. Oh my fucking... Jesus, fuck you! Looky here. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to talk to her. She came to me!
А чё это у вас за суры-муры-на?
Having a lovey-dovey time, huh?
Ты чё, очкарик, Полиночку охмуряешь?
Hey, Four Eyes, are you trying to pick up Polina? Polina came to my help even though I didn't ask her to. Or maybe I did. With my entire appearance.
Что за глупости? Мы просто друзья.
What's this nonsense? We're just friends.
Твоя подружка, значит? Ходишь вместе за платьями? С этим педиком?
Is he your girlfriend then? Do you go buy dresses together? With this fag?
Никакой он не педик. И вообще, отвянь от Петрова.
He's not a fag. Leave Petro alone. I needed to do something, but I just sat there, clutching the edge of my desk. Romka gave me a deriding snort.
Баба тебя спасла, уродец. Живи пока.
A girl saved you, ugly face. I'll let you live, for now. My enemies left the classroom, guffawing. Polina showed me a sad smile. Probably because it's just reflecting what she said on the phone. I need to stand up for myself.
Будь сильным.
Be strong. Thank you. Oh, that's more like a reassuring, like, I believe in you. Take your time. I wanted to scream that I couldn't. I couldn't be strong and stand up against these bastards. Not without my mask. Because we get a lot of confidence with our mask. With our anonymity. I couldn't stand up for myself. Or anyone else. I'm pathetic. Don't say that. I want to disappear into the forest, dig myself into the snow. I want to go home, get under my blanket, far away from humans. Sounds like a mini society, doesn't it? Polina left, and the thoughts that were terrorizing me finally made me weep. I stayed late after school again to escape Romka's ire for my rash act of talking to Polina. Which meant I had to drag my feet toward home in the twilight. A bored school janitor scraped his shovel against the asphalt, and the upperclassmen blew out smoke that formed clouds similar to dialogue bubbles in comics. I wanted to fill those bubbles with friendly words, but there was nothing friendly about the icy stares those guys gave me. I was leaving the unpleasant world of stale buns and nasty insults. Someone shoved me near the stairs. Didn't their parents teach them to apologize? Not if it's Romka. I crossed the village and slowed my pace near the bridge. I turned my head around, looking for my fox friend, but neither she nor my other new friends could be seen anywhere. Well, they said they would come in the night. I was wet. Oh god, they said they also would use belts or something. I'm curious to see if that's going to be like a spooky sound. I was met with the silent forest. It felt like a crouching predator pretending to be asleep. You know, I wonder, with the missing children, maybe this is something that happens over time. It happens over a week. It happens over 2 weeks. They get candy. There's something in the candy. They hang out like this, and they wouldn't say anyone to anyone because they felt included in that group of friends. Newfound friends, the only people who are nice to them, slowly lulling them further into the forest until one day they don't return. But nobody knows. Nobody knew something was up. Anything bad anyway. And suddenly they're gone. Maybe it's a very gradual process, and maybe that process is what is happening with us. But in a way, I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they are the ones in need of help. It sounded like it when they talked about the adult. I'm so curious. I have to go on. It still watched me with one eye from under half-closed eyelids, and I walked through it, my fingers gripping the backpack's straps, looking at my feet through a pair of glasses. Someone's yelling for Katya, and it sounded like one of the kids. Once again, black shadows flashed among the naked trees, shouting the name of a girl who was most likely already dead, over and over. The sunset fizzled over the pine tops, like a flame from a gas burner set to a minimum. I walked forward, trying to hide my head in my shoulders, avoiding the sight of the crooked trees. And only one light is on. That must be Olya's. The house was a dark stain on the white snowy blanket. The front door was open and swayed slightly in the wind. Why? What happened? I hope Mother didn't have another seizure. It felt like my skin was getting covered in rime. I clenched my fists. Now let's find out. Outside looks so dark from here. Why is the house so dark inside? Well, only the second floor light was on. Darkness oozed into the hallway, and snowflakes floated inside along with it, landing softly on the rug. The forest is in the house. I wonder if my newfound fur-y friends are inside at this point. Like a pack of vultures that sensed their food. I stepped into the doorway with the utmost caution. The TV's on. For a moment, I thought I heard someone talking in the kitchen, but it turned out to be a radio broadcast. Okay, radio. The previously mentioned cyclone is getting even closer to the region. The official forecast for tomorrow suggests gusts of wind reaching up to 70 kilometers per hour. Well, better stay inside then. Amercam of Russia has called on citizens to exercise extreme caution. The roads are closed off. The cold air streams coming from the Arctic are bringing massive blizzards. I heard voices coming from the upper floor too. What was that? That didn't sound like Olya. Was it our mother? It sounded different from our mother, but it's closest to our mother than anything. So maybe that was our mother. The staircase let out a long squeak. I guess it's because we haven't heard our mother yell that often. Yeah, that was father. I took one step, yet my heart managed to beat 6 or 7 times in the meantime. So why is the door open like that and they're fighting upstairs? Did something happen to Olya? The door to my parents' bedroom was ajar. It doesn't sound like they're fighting, it sounds like something happened. A shadow play unfolded inside a light spot. Black silhouettes were performing a dance of hatred. You know, whatever thing that I have and Olya is just like inheritable, because whenever mother was close to death, like witnessing death or so, she had a complete seizure. It seems like there's something similar happening with us. Like, it's different, but it amplifies our emotions and we keep seeing things. A lot of things appear to be surprisingly real, but there are also like hallucinations, like on the TV at all. Mom hissed at Dad, her wrists flying toward the ceiling, and he towered over her, his hands crossed on his huge chest.
Мы все в опасности. И все из-за тебя.
We're all in danger, and it's your fault.
И не ври, ты видела его в поселке.
And stop lying. You saw him in the village. Who?
Он вычислил, где мы живем.
He found out where we live, so when we said lies to Katya, I think it was Katya, then she did hit the nail on the head. We are fleeing from someone.
Это был не он.
It was not him.
Я читала в газетах, на что способны твои дружки.
I read about the things your buddies are capable of in the newspapers. So were we in a gang or something and we wanted out? I ran toward my bedroom. My parents were in the middle of another quarrel where they showered each other with mutual accusations.
Карина!
Dad let out a low, beast-like roar.
Пусть они прекратят.
Oh, Olya. Make them stop. Olya stood in the corridor, pressing her little palms against her ears. Her face, swollen from crying, made my skin freeze. How long has she been enduring this fight? How long has this fight been going on for?
Что случилось?
What happened? Also, is that spiderweb up here? It's a very dirty place.
Они разведутся.
They're going to divorce. It could just be a threat here and now. You know, I do think they're going to divorce at one point, but I don't think... they also throw it around a lot, I would suspect, during fights and all. I think they know they have to be together at least for a little bit, for our sake. Until things stabilize a little bit. I hugged my sister and held her tight. My tongue refused to listen to my commands, to look for excuses.
Я сволочь! Это ты, сука!
It felt like the screams were coming from every direction, right and left, up and down, splitting my head apart.
Дурдом тебя сдам на опыте!
Swear words rained down on us, so we covered our heads with our hands, like refugees running from a bombing.
Я хочу уйти.
I want to escape.
В свою комнату.
To your room?
Нет. Дальше.
No, far away. Are we taking her to the forest that we try to protect her from? And now we see the forest as a sanctuary, so we take her there, after all?
Отведи меня в Небыляндию.
Lead me to Neverland. You promised. Maybe Fox Girl took her away from there because she wanted to save her. Because she saw what was going on. She did say earlier on that the parents are like not good to live with. I'm so conflicted about that Fox Girl. But maybe. How can I go from bad to good to bad all the time when it comes to her? I carefully unglued Olya's hands from her ears and led her away from the room with our parents, which was vibrating with malice.
Из-за тебя!
Your fault.
Ради кого?
For whom? Your own. And only your own. I would never. In moments like these, I despise them more than they despise each other. Because it's all pouring over to us. Yelling at each other, but they're so closed off that they don't take the insults. They only wait to be able to throw the insults back and deflect the ones coming in, and it's all pouring over us. I bolted down the door to my room and leaned against it. My knees gave way. I would have expected that we would hear them quite well even from here, but maybe not.
Послушай, Оля, мне тоже здесь плохо.
Look, Olya, I also hate it here.
Ты хотя бы в школу ходишь.
At least you can go to school. That is not necessarily a good thing, but at least I can go to the forest. Or at least on a path that leads through the forest. Or next to it. I let out a sad laugh.
Эта школа кошмар. Меня там все ненавидят.
That school is one big nightmare. Everybody hates me. Not everybody.
Только одна девочка надо мной не смеется. Зато жалеет, как побитого пса.
There's only this one girl who isn't making fun of me. She takes pity on me instead, like I'm a beaten dog.
Ты не пес. Ты...
You're not a dog, you...
Я не понимаю, кто я.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Но там, снаружи, ничем не лучше, чем в доме.
But the outside world is clearly no better than our home.
Где же лучше? Давай пойдем туда.
Do you know a
Полетим,
better place?
поплывем.
Let's go there. We'll fly or swim. She's stuck in a bigger imagination than me.
Если б можно было, я бы все на свете отдал, чтобы уйти и забрать тебя с собой.
If only we could do that. I would have sacrificed everything to escape and take you with me. Olya's upper lip trembled.
Клянешься?
Swear? I put on a bitter smile.
Чтоб мне умереть.
On my own life. Oh, they're here. Shall I be listening for a bell now? Something hit the window's ledge on the outside. Olya shuddered and shifted her gaze toward it. Bam! Another snowball smacked into the window's frame. Humans? Or my friends?
Ты ждешь кого-то?
Were you expecting someone? Maybe it's a violin girl. Does she know where I live? Well, she said she didn't dare walking alone here. At least, she barely dared walking home. I don't think she's gonna come all the way up here. Instead, I let go of her wrist. Olia wept in fear. I crossed the room, wincing from every shout coming from my parents. I could hear plates getting smashed now. They must have moved their argument to the kitchen. I guess they got hungry. Sorry, that's not a laughing matter, but yeah, they shifted their scenery, and the kitchen is further away from what I understand. It's on the ground floor, so even though we can hear plates, perhaps we'll hear the shouting less. Anything else we can peek at first? Look over there, Olia. Kitten. Kitten make better. Cats make everything better. Excuse me, my voice is slowly going away. I've been doing a very long session. Okay. Are we ready? Let's open. Oh! Yeah, there they are. Oh. Yeah. I flung the curtains and the window open. And here we have the wolf, the bear, the owl that Olia feared so much, and us as well at one point, and the coated fox girl that held hands with you, Olia. Don't know what you talked about, but here we are. And they wave. The wolf waves as if it's wagging its tail. It's like very enthusiastic. Well, okay. Oh, you went through the fencing there. Well, that's not very effective fencing in that case. But alright. Hooty, Teddy, Wolfie, and most importantly, the charming Alisa stood outside, waving at us. She stands the closest. Olia gasped in surprise when she saw the owl girl.
Я же говорила!
See, I told you.
Да, знаю, я тебе всегда
Yeah, I
верила.
know. I always believed you.
Кто они?
Who are they? Her fearful voice also had some curiosity mixed in now. Yeah, they're standing at a distance. They don't look fully feral. Okay, the owl actually does. But see, there are no talon marks now. You are not currently fully talonized. But yes. Let's head out.
Чтобы в такую погоду дома сидеть, надо быть очень скучными детьми.
Only the most boring children sit at home in weather like this. Don't scream too loud, you'll snap our parents out of their fight. Not that that would be a bad thing, but I don't think we want to alert them to whatever this is. We still have so many games to play, Hoot.
Давайте только не во все игры играть.
But let's not play all of them.
Лапка болит.
My paw hurts.
По чуть-чуть. И потом отдохнем.
We play a little, then rest. Friends.
Выходите скорее играть и танцевать.
Come on, come out to play and dance. They are really yelling, aren't they, in their half-demonic voices. Which I hope is a part of our imagination. It's so hard to tell in this game. What is imagination, what is not? This game does such a good job at, like, making me, like, realize, oh, these things were not imagination after all, but maybe aspects are an imagination. But alright. My heart started beating faster as soon as I saw Alisa. And my inner voice practically screamed, she's here. She's finally here. Well, thank God for that, because if only those came. I'm a little bit less afraid of them, but she has to be there. She, as she put it herself, she will protect me. I wonder if they would actually attack me if she wasn't there. Okay.
Они знают, как попасть в Небыляндию.
Do they know the way to Neverland? They sure do. I entertain that possibility, looking at the animal kids.
Может быть, пойдем и узнаем.
Maybe. Let's go find out. The silhouettes of my forest friends promise to free us from sadness, anger, and nightly horrors which they themselves were responsible for in the first place.
Ты вот чхала на всех, перед этой обедом у тебя говно!
I made sure that Olia wore warm clothes. What, is Olia sick? Mom barked at Dad like a wild beast from that show with Nikolai Drozdov. Nikolai Drozdov, a Soviet and Russian zoologist, a traveler, popular science advocate, and a TV host featuring in the Inside the Animal Kingdom program. He is famous for his infectious optimism and overwhelming empathetic attitude towards animals. We sneak past the rumbling kitchen and into the snowfall outside. I'm glad we have no immediate neighbors. They're gonna hear all of that. Ah, hello. Thank you for coming into the light to not scare Olia. Alisa ran up to me and hugged me tight, poking her cold nose into my neck. Ah. Okay. Can't this get any more adorable? Anyway, here's Olia. I guess you two already met.
Как же долго!
You took so long. Where are the others, though?
Пока мы вас, домоседов, ждали, то чуть не состарились.
We almost got old waiting for you shut-ins. She pressed her body into me even harder. Hi. There they are.
Оказывается, ждать так утомительно.
It turns out waiting is so tiring.
Фу, дайте хоть минуточку в себя прийти.
Phew, give me a minute to catch my breath. I suppose standing still can feel way more exhausting than actually being in motion.
Однажды я тоже долго собиралась.
I was preparing to leave for a long time once, and when I was done, I forgot where I was supposed to go. Forgetful Hoot Hoot. See, Olia? She's not so spooky. Olia looked at the owl with suspicion. And then trusted. If she trusts them, I have to trust them. Okay, that shouldn't be like that. but still. But she still giggled when the bird did a backflip and landed perfectly on her feet, without staggering. All the other animals, as if on cue, stopped fooling around and stared at Olia in amazement. Just the same way they all stared at me up front, like, a human. Are you not a human? What are you underneath? Those are those are very human-like eyes. Well, the eyes are... No, wait. Those eyes are actually... Wait, those eyes are actually very big. I don't know. Well, if you're not a human, what are you?
Это же та девочка, что не хотела со мной дружить.
That's the girl who didn't want to become friends.
Меня зовут Оля.
My name is Olia.
Раньше я просто тебя боялась.
I was afraid of you before.
Тебя испугала наша совушка?
Were you afraid of our Hootie?
Может быть, у нее совофобия?
Maybe she has owl phobia.
А это лечится?
Can you cure that?
Главное, чтобы ребенок не боялся веселиться.
It doesn't matter as long as she's not afraid of having fun.
Иначе с нами можно умереть от страха.
Or she might get scared to death with us. Okay, Olia sees them too. That is good. I guess. Yeah, I was stunned at the realization that my lips were slowly forming a smile. Yeah, my lips are still a little bit numb. Every time I met Alisa, it felt like I crossed a river. And the sound of flowing water suppressed all of my negative thoughts. Come to think of it, I remember I crossed a river like moments before I met her for the first time as well.
Какие у вас красивые костюмы!
Your costumes are so pretty. Alia, they don't like that you refer to them as costumes, I think. The fox girl let go of me and... Oh, she was holding me all this long. And squatted beside Olia. Yeah, very humanoid in shape.
О, Какая очаровашка.
What a cutie. It's sort of like what you say to a puppy.
Антоша, почему ты прятал от нас это милое создание раньше?
Why did you hide such a cute creature from us before? God damn it, it almost sounds like we are the animals and they are the humans. I glanced at the house, worried that our parents might have seen us and were about to ruin our fun like they always do. Then hugged my sister and replied,
Давайте отойдем подальше.
let's go further away from here. Now I got like a glimpse from earlier in the game. The first time we met Fox Girl, she said like, wait, are you here to take our soul? It's not what they are doing, is it? That is reversed, that they take the human souls. They become human, we become animals. See, once again, I'm just theorizing completely wild. I don't know what I'm saying. I shouldn't be allowed to talk.
Запросто.
Sure thing.
Оля,
Oh, the
а ты
stars are
знаешь, как
so
найти в нашем
amazing.
лесу Деда Мороза?
Hey, Olia, do you know how to find Grandpa Frost in our forest? Grandpa Frost, Dead Moros. Dead Moros. Someone told me that means like Santa Claus in Russian. Dead Moros. A legendary figure similar to, yeah, there we go. Similar to Santa Claus, hailing from Slavic mythology. He is often depicted wearing a heel-length fur coat, in red or blue, a semi-round fur hat, and a pair of Russian traditional winter footwear, valenki. His face is adorned by a long white beard, and he walks with a long magic stick. He's said to bring presents to well-behaving children on the New Year's Eve, a bit later than the more well-known Santa Claus. Speaking of Santa Claus, the game was colorized in our dream to make us feel alive, and we saw that she looked like she was wearing something like Santa Claus attire, like this red coat. The coat was very red. Unlike here you wouldn't be able to tell. Would think it was gray or white or something. Yeah. My little sister's eyes widened.
Как?
How?
Нужно идти по сладкой тропинке.
You need to follow the sweet trail. She's gonna give her a sweet. Alisa bent down and took a candy out of the snow. Why is this always like one of the first things she does? She gives sweets. What is with the sweets? Olia raised her hands in amazement. She gave me an inquiring look. I nodded. Yeah, I didn't even get a choice. Maybe my choice earlier on in the game was the only one that mattered when it comes to candy. I already made my choice. But it would also be very, negative for me right now to deny her that. I keep eating all the snacks. I'm not allowing Olia to do it. Even though I have no proof that it's bad for us. And Olia would then not trust me anymore or not like me because I'm denying her something that I do myself. Do you know what I mean? My sister munched on the candy. Let's check for any reactions.
У нас что? В лесу завелся Дед Мороз?
Wait, do we have Grandpa Frost in our forest?
Почему? Ты мне не рассказывала.
Why, Hoot Hoot, didn't you tell me?
Я рассказывала. Сегодня днем.
I did. This afternoon. I know they said that the fox is cunning. But why is she cunning enough for all of them? Why are the rest so... How do we put it? So dead. Like, owls are supposed to be intelligent, aren't they? I have a bad feeling. I have a good feeling and a bad feeling.
Но ведь днем я сплю.
But I sleep during the day.
Ага. Вот я и рассказывала, пока ты спала.
I told you while you were sleeping. How do you do this? How do you... Like, I get... Every time I get worries, you just make them vanish. With the jokes or... or whatever. It's like, this is a personality, this one. The other ones are devoid of personality, and she has personality for all of them. It's like, no wonder she's interesting. Oh. Oh. She has a tail that's wagging, and her mouth not just open a little bit, but that seemed very non-mask-like. Alicia dashed away, wiggling her red tail like a torch flame. Well, there you go, now you don't have to worry if she has a tail anymore. Maybe it's not always there, maybe she's sort of half-transformed or something. But I don't know whether to feel intimidated by it or just even more intriguing. Interested. I don't even... Let's just follow suit. Alia went after her without thinking and laughed after taking another candy out of a snow pile. Just candies lying around now.
Вы такие бодрые, на вас аж смотреть противно.
You're so lively it makes me sick to the stomach. And what will the fox say about that? The fox is even more lively. Oh, the fox is pairing up.
А ты давай не зевай.
And you stop being so passive. You tell him, Olia.
Лучше беги с нами к Деду Морозу, пока все подарки не разобрали.
Run with us to Grandpa Frost while there are still presents left.
Скажешь тоже.
No way.
Скорее уж мне на голову свалится 3 кило конфет, чем я поверю в байки лисицы.
I won't believe the fox's tales unless 10 pounds of sweets drop on my head right now. Well, I see that she's dropped seeds of doubt within her ring of friends as well. When the aforementioned sweets started raining down on the bear's head, I couldn't stop myself from laughing at him, ouching and bobbing his head up and down. Oh, come on, that's... You're not noticing that. You're not noticing that. Tasty treats glistened in the snow. Teddy sneezed and pulled a Little Bear in the North candy out of his ear.
Я бы вздремнул часок, а уж потом пересчитал все эти шоколадки.
I'd take an hour-long nap and then count all these chocolates.
У меня такое подозрение, что тут не больше килограмма.
I suspect there are no more than 3 pounds here. Alisa shouted us from the other side of the forest. Well, you're quick, okay.
Не в этой жизни!
Maybe in another life.
Давайте скорее! Дед Мороз уже заждался нас во дворце!
Hurry up. Grandpa Frost is already tired of waiting for you in his castle. It almost sounds like she's on a quest. Let's dip into the side where she might like aid the main antagonist here. Like, she didn't want to do anything bad to the other children, and they all talked about, like, oh, the adult is very bad. I don't want to talk about him. And now maybe the adult had a talking with them and like, you have to bring them to me now. Maybe that's Grandpa Frost. Or actually not. Maybe it's someone with hooves, because I think the title says something about hooves. Okay, let's have a look to see what's waiting for us. I shrugged and ran. Running loosened the grip of fear I felt all this time. You said you didn't feel fear right now, though. Oh. Something round whisked past my temple. I decided it was a snowball, but then Olia proclaimed, "That's a candy."
Zephyr!
Zephyr. This is like something you put on cake, isn't it? A type of soft confectionery popular in post-Soviet countries. It's made by whipping fruit and berry puree with sugar and egg whites with subsequent addition of a gelling agent. Its chocolate-coated variant shares the same family of treats with American Malomars, German Schokokuss, and Iranian Bastani Semestani. I think I saw Schokokuss in the stores, but I haven't tried it yet.
Не подбирай, он испачкался.
Don't pick it up, it's dirty. It's just in the snow, I think.
Ты что, веришь в микробов?
Do you believe in microbes?
А ты нет?
And you don't?
Раньше верила.
I used to. She gives off like the feeling that she used to be a human. And now she is convinced she's not a human. Well, she's a spirit, became a spirit through God knows what means. But she did say that she doesn't go to school. Later on she said she learned a lot about stuff in school. But maybe she was talking about her past self. I don't know, she's so jokey in nature, it's so hard to tell what she's saying. Like, trying to read between her lines and everything. But she's so secretive. Graceful rows of colossal pines greeted us with their rusting paws. Snow drifted upward, like yesterday, into the endless black sky, just like last time. Snow piles lighted up like melted silver.
Как же красиво! А я думала, в лесу страшно.
So pretty, and I thought the forest was scary.
Нас родители пугали лесом, снегом и совой.
Parents told us scary stories of the forest, owl and snow.
Ну а мы с совой играли в снежной чаще под луной.
But we weren't one bit worried, playing with her when moon glows. I did my best to keep track of Olia's movement, and we have to take care of her after all. Bringing her out there probably was a mistake, maybe. I mean, how we discovered this place last night. It was like a euphoria of joy, but people go missing in the forest, and we have absolutely no answer as to why. So it shouldn't be in the forest. I did my best to keep track of Olia's movement, but it was a difficult task. My sister would jump inside the bushes, picking up more candy, only to then get back to the trail, laughing. Okay, that stunned me a little bit. That was the owl. Hootie flew over our heads, landed on a branch, and started hooting and shaking her head. Wolfie dug into the snow with his face, dragged out a pile of bubblegum, and swallowed it without taking off the wrapping. Okay, a bit feral there, I think.
У тебя будет несварение.
Your tummy will hurt. The wolf got scared and spat out the gumball and whimpered.
Враки, злые собаки.
Lice, 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 nasty flies.
Нет никаких несварений.
Tummy aches don't exist.
Вся эта чушь случается только со взрослыми.
All that nonsense only happens to grown-ups. Well, it's like a half-truth. I mean, things we tolerated when we're young, our bodies can't handle anymore when we're grown up. Like, yeah, I'm trying to think of examples, but I can't really. Like, the lack of sleep probably get to us more. In the case of alcohol, when you're a young adult, just gotta be better at a body than when you're adulting more. Like, in general, we become weaker. I cannot speak. I need to go on. Alisa stopped in her tracks and moved a canopy of intertwined branches to the side in a pompous manner, like you would open the curtains in a theater. Oh. Old-fashioned castle, but with an electrical lamp. Interesting construction. Behind that obstacle lay a clearing. There stood an ice castle glistening with silver. It looks so fake in a way.
О, это все взаправду?
That's a very good question. I mean, the lamp hints towards this being real.
Защипнуть тебя.
Should I pinch you?
Не надо ее щипать.
There's no need to pinch her. We stared at the sparkling miracle. Its towers and walls were made out of snow and icy marble. I heard a calming sound of ringing little bells, which I suppose we were supposed to hear outside our house. They promised there would be bells, but I guess we heard them now instead. There was also the smell of chocolate and burnt sugar in the air.
Милости прошу к нашему шалашу.
Welcome to our humble abode. Come on in. So, you either live here or it's your meeting place or... Well, okay. She didn't have to invite us twice. We entered the castle, spinning around and squinting from the blinding sparkles. Oh, there we go. A double Santa. Grandpa Frost sat atop a shiny throne.